It's me, Michelle from Live Life Whimsically, and I'm going out tonight, so I'm actually trying to get ready for that thing. And I just kind of wanted to have a conversation about all the stuff that I keep seeing on the internet that I have asked repeatedly for people to explain to me, and I have yet to have that happen. So I am going to just put my spin on it, I guess, because I think I finally figured it out. At first, I thought, okay, so this is just one person nonsense who goes after one person, Marissa or Molly Golightly, and no, that's not true. I think what it is there's certain people that have certain issues with certain creators. Could be like, then there's factions. So it's a click, right? It's just a click. Who do you like? Who don't you like? Is kind of the thing. And for whatever reason, Nonsense decides she don't like Marissa or Molly Golightly, right? She don't like her. And she says that Molly does all these terrible things and grifts people out of money. And she may, I don't know. I haven't seen any receipts for that. Could be that I missed it. I am not always the person that pays close enough attention to everything that's happening on the internet. So it's a real possibility that she could have showed some receipts that, prove that. But I have not seen that yet. So I don't know if that's really it. It's and to me, Molly has way more things you could talk about. I mean, grifting is bad. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and tell you. In my opinion, I don't know if she is grifting, but if she is, and she's taking money from people, that's a bad thing. She shouldn't be doing that. But I don't know if she's doing that, and if she is, then that's something that you could talk about. But the thing that I think is the worst about her is just she's not a very nice person. I don't see her as kind to people. So I I would really like receipts. I would really like to know, if that's the case, that she's this ripping people off. But I think you could look at other things that she does, like sort of appropriating certain cultures that do not belong to her, age shaming people. I've seen little hints of racism go on. It's not a good look when she tells her subscribers to make it rain on her. It's really kind of crappy that she does that. So there's plenty of things that you could talk about with her that are awful in of themselves. But I don't see the grift, and I also don't. And if there's a grift, then is the families of these people that she's using to capitalize on, because right, tragedy pimps, that's what everybody keeps saying, tragedy pimps. So are the families in on the grift? Are they making money off of what's happening? And maybe some of them have to make money, because if there's a deceased person involved in the grift or whatever it is that they're doing, then do they need money to pay for expenses and stuff that go along with that? I don't know. And so God, a long time ago I had a surgery, and when I bend over sometimes it reminds me that I had that surgery. And gallbladder got taken out years ago, and it's angry, and then I have to stop what I'm doing and just wait. I should have got all my crap out before I sat down, but I did not do that. So I have been asking people, probably since July, to explain all of this to me so that I could understand what was happening. And so far, I have not gotten any kind of answer from anybody. I went out even to Unirock, which probably was not the best source of information, but I did go to him and I did ask him, And I've asked other people, you know, about what the heck the deal was with her, and all I got was, you know, I can show you all this stuff, and people go 6-8 hours talking about they can show you this stuff, and then you don't really see it. Even with nonsense, you know, like she don't show you really any receipts. She shows you out of context text messages, and it's not anything that you can actually put your finger on. So what it really reminds me of is a bunch of unpopular girls that were really unpopular in high school, and they have found a way to make their voices heard and complain about how unpopular they were in high school by trying to take down the perceived popular girls now. Because, I mean, it might be that there are dudes that do this to other dudes, but so far I haven't seen any of it. And, you know, if I was Katie Joy Paulson, I would be super excited that all of this bull was going on around me. And it may very well have gone on before I got here. I've had a YouTube channel since 2013, but I haven't done much with it. And I didn't really start playing around with it until this year, 2022. And only because I found that it's like being on Facebook, but only you can talk live and people have to listen to you. It's a captive audience. Well, I mean, you don't have to listen because you could just turn away from the channel. But so I'm I would say new on YouTube. So I don't know. I'm just guessing that most probably people have been doing this for a minute. Like, this can't be the first time all this drama has ever happened on YouTube. I would imagine it's just like anything else, that the names change, but the game remains the same. And the game is, I'm jealous of this lady or this dude or this person because they have this many followers or subscribers, their channel's taken off, and I'm mad. So now I'm going to show my ass and come out here and talk shit about them. I'm not going to say I don't think that people should be warned if somebody's ripping people off, but dudes, I've been out here since July, and I'm telling you that no one has been able to show me that that's a thing. So you're not being very effective if people are exploiting, you know, tragedies of little children dying or unaliving. I know you're not supposed to say dying, right? You get in trouble for that. Or being kidnapped or S8'd or whatever it is. I'm not seeing it. Like, no one is showing any of this grift. And then it made me wonder, especially in the last thing, which would be, you know, Marvon McRae, which I really don't like talking about, but here I am doing it. The family was coming on there with Molly. So if she's doing really bad things, is the family in on the grift? Are they ripping off? Is that what you guys are trying to tell me? I don't know, because I have seen no evidence of any of that. So I think that if you're milking it for content, then okay, I get that too. But if you're really trying to protect the public from people that might be doing nefarious things on the backs of tragedy, then y'all suck. Y'all suck at it. It's horrible. The job is not being done properly. What you have successfully done is show me that you guys don't get along. Y'all don't like each other, and you're going to talk shit about people that you perceive as something other than a nice person. I don't know for sure why you don't like certain people. You make it sound like it's probably because they're, you know, harming people or stealing money from them, or, I mean, I don't know how you steal money from people when it's a fundraiser and people decide to give their money. And I've said it a million times throughout this entire thing. If you're going to give money to somebody because you feel bad, then, you know, you should kind of be smart about what you do. I'm not giving money to people I don't know on the internet. I'm not doing it. I mean, I gave Aaron on EKC People Suck $10 for Christmas the other day, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing. But don't whine and complain because you gave somebody money because you felt like it, and then you find out later that they're ripping everybody off. Like, I don't know, and don't be asking for it back because it's not a good look. And just don't do it again. Be more smart about it, I mean, that's what I would do. That's why I don't do it. And there's places where you can give money too. You could have figured out a local church that was close to anybody in any of these tragedies that you feel like are being exploited, and then had just given money to that church and asked them to donate it to the people. There's so many other things you could do, but so far I understand zero about what we're trying to achieve by calling all these people out, and except for that nonsense, and other people just don't like certain people. There's some people that I don't see that way. Some creators that I think are pretty funny, and they do give good information. And when they F up, they actually admit that they F up. Penelope's Lane, and even EKC. And I like Renelle. I think that there are people out there that actually, put their money where their mouth is, and do the right thing. I've seen nonsense get caught in communication jams where you could tell that Flava, I feel like, got her pretty good, and you could see her literally in real time backpedaling when Flava came up on that panel with her. So, I'm just saying, there's so many things you could do, and if information and giving people information about what's happening is the thing you were supposed. Oh, thanks, LJ. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of her cronies. I'm a little fish. I've actually been on her page and asked her to explain to me what the heck the deal was, so that I could understand it more fully. Look, I have no beef with nonsense. I have no beef with Molly. I either like or don't like them. And how can I like somebody I really don't know? I mean, I'm seeing a persona, and just like you are with me right now on YouTube. So I don't know, I just know that when I listen to Molly do some of the shit she does, it's not a good look. And I know that when I listen to nonsense get angry spice on us out there, she loses credibility with me. I've been in therapy for a really long time. I had anger issues. And I know that when you do that and you're trying to get people to actually understand your opinion, the worst thing you can do is sound off like you're a lunatic. And when she's slamming her stuff, her lighter, and spitting into the microphone, she sort of loses credibility. But she has yet to explain to me what the heck the deal is. I don't know. I still don't know. I don't know why it's always Molly with her. If she really is going after, the thing that she always talks about, the tragedy pimp thing, there are other creators that go after people and label it as tragedy pimps. And I see these creators not just go after this one single entity, but several people. So it's more than just one. And she doesn't do that. She just goes hard after Molly. So after watching it for months, you have to start to go, she's got a hard on for this woman. It's got to be more than the thing that she's talking about. And that's what I see. And that's when my old Greek lady shit starts kicking in. And I'm like, well, you're acting like a baby. You're acting like a little girl in high school, and you're in one clique, but you want to be in the other clique, and you can't get into that clique. So what you're going to do is tear the clique down. And wasn't that the whole thing with Heathers? Was, some girl comes along and she's trying to get in, and then some people get jealous, and then there's like, huh?
I love that.
You loved Heathers? Well, wasn't that what it was about? It was about like the two cliques, and then
Basically, she was kind of an outcast, and her best friend was one of them.
yeah.
And then they slowly tried to assimilate her into it, and then she ended up blowing up the schools.
Oh my gosh.
So hysterical.
Okay, so anybody should not blow up
No,
anything.
please, yeah, sorry. It was really funny.
It was really funny. Yeah, dry and dark comedy.
Yes.
They're very dark comedy.
So
Which I'm sure it goes in someone's head, right? You think, how can I get even with these people? And so you think of these things. And so you let these internet bombs go off. And then you got people, though, that take it just a little too far. And that was the thing that I found refreshing about Flava, was she came on and she said, this is what I did. I called Molly's kid's school and I shouldn't have done that. And I was wrong. And it seemed to me when I listened to Nonsense talk about that, she was pissed off that Flava went out there and made the apology and went into or Molly came on to her channel, or she came on to Molly's channel, and somehow money got exchanged, but Molly was giving it to Flava. She lost her shit, Nonsense did, over that. And to me, that was the whole crux of it. It wasn't that suddenly Flava became a bad person. It was Flava became a bad person because Flava seemed to have aligned herself with Nonsense, and that wasn't really what happened at all. I love Chris. Oh, yeah, it was a good movie, but I'm sitting here tonight thinking, well, let me put my makeup on and go out there and talk about this a little bit. Maybe I'll get somebody's attention and it'll explain things to me. But when I was setting everything up, I'm like, this is like Heathers. This reminds me exactly of Heathers. And it reminds me of high school. And it reminds me of girls that are just jealous of each other. And the internet is a big space, dudes. Like, there's plenty of room for everybody. And I think if you get off on doing this kind of content, then have the fuck at it. But you really need to, like, I listen to my playbacks because I want to know, how do I sound? There's like an idiot. I don't ever take them down unless I end up doing something really stupid technically and you don't hear me anymore. And so then I'll take that down. But everything else, I leave it up there. Even if it sounds ridiculous, even if I make mistakes, it doesn't matter. I leave it up there. But that's the way you learn. Of how does it sound? What am I doing? Is this, am I getting my point across? And I think that, since I've been following all these people since freaking July, you would think by now that I would understand what the heck the problem is. And the only takeaway that I have for it is jealousy. Oh, you teach crochet? I tried to learn that online, and I'm technically challenged. I can't. If I can't pick something up really fast, then I don't want to do it. And I think that I have ADHD, and I need to probably talk to somebody about that. But I tried to learn it, and it was just, I couldn't. It was so hard. So I commend you for being good enough to do that and to teach it as well, because there ain't no way this girl could do it. So what I hope to gain is to just, like I said, I don't hate nobody. I don't know any of these people in real life, so I can't hate them. But I would like it to be made more clear to me what the actual problem is and what we're trying to do. Are we trying to protect people? Are we only ever going to talk about Molly on Nonsense Channel? Are we going to backpedal when we're called out on shit? There ain't nothing wrong with being wrong. Not a thing. Last time I checked, there were delete buttons still on the computer. There were back buttons. There are erasers on pencils. Damn, there's even erasable ink. I am the worst. I fuck up all the time. And I don't have a problem saying no. It was hard. I had to learn a lot. Like I said, I've been in therapy for a minute. So I had to learn to understand that messing up isn't the end of the world. And being wrong isn't the end of the world. And it's okay to say, I got it wrong. I can't even tell. I don't know if I have it wrong. At first I thought Nonsense was Katie Joy. And then I figured out that's not true. And then, Nonsense did clear up some stuff, saying that she was, there was more than just her, in that, there were all those Tessas, not just her. And so, but she didn't say, well, I said I was sorry. I told her I was sorry that I messed that up. So now I know she ain't really that. But I don't know. I should have wore red. That was bad. Okay, whatever. It's too late now. Purple's on the eyes now. So it's okay to be wrong and to say that you messed up. I don't see a problem with that. And there's strength in that. Plus, you learn every time you mess up. You learn something. So just know that if I'm going, I don't know what's happening, I don't understand, or why are we mad? And I think that I figured out now that there's just channels that just do this, right? They go after certain creators for being misinformation people, or because they're making money off these tragedies. But I don't know that for sure. I don't know if is this just the one person that you're doing this with, or are you going to do it with more people? Because there's other people you could talk about, but if that's not your gig and that's just what you're going to do, then I'm pretty sure your content's going to get really super boring after a minute, because, dude, like, how long can you talk about it? There were 3 of them until her and I put them through a voice program that said it was 3 different peeps. Then Contessa, I feel, was made to attack Molly due to KJ hurt, and now she has grabbed the cross. Yeah, because isn't there that Nunya business girl is also part of that stuff, right? She's one of the Tessas, right? Blunt Tessa or Fuck Tessa, whatever the heck it is. So I kind of thought in the beginning that when I first thought it was Katie Joy, I thought that it was a diversion to keep everybody from going at Katie over the Marvin thing. But now I think it might just be that she's friends with Katie, because it just seems so, like, God, man, get over it already. There's got to be something better to talk about, you know? I don't know. I'm just trying to understand it, and I've asked a million times in her chat. KJ got them followers. She pushed them. I feel paid by Katie. And maybe Uni too, maybe? I don't know. But you feel like Katie's got to be behind it, because it seems weird to me that Katie would go on to, and she blocked me, by the way. And honestly, you know what I did to get blocked on Katie Joy's channels? Like, all of them across the board, except here. She hasn't blocked me here, and I unsubscribed from her channel. And I don't ever go watch anything on her channel either. I let other people bring it to me so that I don't have to give her any views, because I don't want to do that. But all I did was, she was complaining in the early days of the whole thing with, you know, the Marvin thing. And I did an eye roll emoji, man. That's all I did, was an eye roll emoji. And it pissed her off. And she blocked me. I couldn't even ask a question, you know? Like, if you're that fragile that you're going to block people just for asking a question or rolling their eyes at you, then you probably should not be on the internet. I've been doing this for a really long time. I've been on the internet for a really long time. I have several thousand people on my Facebook, 10,000 followers on Twitter, you know, which I'm boycotting at the moment. But I'm not new to people coming at me. And honestly, I learned more about having a thick skin watching content creators here than I have anyplace else. Nonsense does not monetize and does not worry and is paid by Katie. And Uni, there is proof Toad gave him Uni money. Never been on her page and found I was blocked looking. Must be something I said on Charlotte. I know, right? Charlotte's awesome too. I really like her. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know what I did except do the eye roll emoji. And it was a legitimate question. Like, I wasn't coming for her. And I found her mildly amusing in the beginning. I honestly started out watching Katie's content for Sister Wives because I watched that. And I thought she was funny with the way that she presented things. The thing that I don't really like about her now, and it wasn't even so much that she blocked me, but dude, like, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So why are you being sued all the time if what you're doing isn't harmful to other people, you know? So that's my thing with her. Nothing else, honestly. I could care less about the people that she goes after, you know, on her channel and gets in trouble for. But if you're going to get sued all the cotton picking time, then, you know, I mean, there's something wrong. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Cody wants part of 90 Day Fiance. LOL, he's dating. Are you serious right now? He's dating a chick from that show. Are you serious? Oh, That's gonna be some good shit right there. Yup. I'm going out tonight. I don't normally go out this late on a friggin' weeknight, but it's really sad. I I gotta go to a memorial service for an 18-year-old kid tonight. So I have to get ready, and thought I would just do this online. I cannot wait to see that. That's going to be some good content right there. So tell me about your experience with Nonsense. Did you have problems with her? Was she shitty to you? I mean, I can't even get her to pay attention to me. I got 60 subs. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what I have to say. I'm a small fish in a big pond. Oh, hey, he's a big fish. Yep, dude. Join the club. Me too. So, yeah, I mean, I wish I had more to say, but I'm really just trying to get people to pay attention and give me an answer. I don't think a lot of people really know, honest to God. Even when I'm talking to like Aaron and stuff, I don't think anybody really knows for sure. What the heck the deal is. Oh my God, it's crooked. So, I mean, I guess I could be wrong. I also think some people are scared of Molly. I think they're afraid to say anything that might piss off Molly. And I think that's a problem. I don't think that anybody, no matter who they are, should be bullied by anyone. And I think that people are afraid of Katie too. I think for the same reasons, like they're afraid that somehow Molly or Katie is going to be able to take down their channel or whatever. And I think that's kind of crappy. People are scared. KJ's ex-bestie. Molly's. I thought that they only just kind of met each other through that Marvon thing, and that because I honestly saw her on that live that she did with Molly and Justin. Ooh, well, that's gonna be bright. They thought you were Molly or Katie's best friend, who Nonsense did. I mean, like, I keep trying to let people know I'm an equal opportunity offender, so I think that I just am nobody, and I think that's why nobody pays attention to me. But I'd really like to know, I mean, what the deal is. I did not mean for that much product to get on there. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, and they came after me. Hits Lori Lane or Lori Ann. Must have done KJ wrong. Who's Lori Lane? Was that Penelope too? Or I mean, all these people have all these different handles. I mean, I know that there's sock accounts. I'm too stupid to do sock accounts. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't know. I would forget my passwords and shit. So I don't do that. It's just me. And quite frankly, all my stuff's out there because I'm a real estate agent in Tampa Bay. So if you were to find me, you could find me all over the place. And so that's why I don't really even hide. I don't care. I've been come at by the best, So I'm not worried. And honestly, not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to understand and give my point of view. Like y'all are just like, I don't get it. Like I don't see it being helpful what you're doing. They are who they thought I was. They are who they thought I was. Not me, but I have ignorance on the web. That's the name of your channel, Ignorance on the Web. And wait a second, so they are who they thought I was. I don't understand. What does that mean? Man, it's a drag getting old. I'm just going to tell you, it ain't no fun. So if Nonsense happens to watch this, I don't think I'd get a straight answer out of Molly. I might be able to get a straight answer out of Nonsense. I don't know. Because I heard that Nonsense is hides herself because she got in trouble before on YouTube and had her channel taken down. That Lori's my name is Lori. I have... Oh, okay. All right. Oh, God, I have hair in my mouth. All right, I get you. So I heard that Nonsense might have like gotten kicked out of YouTube before. So I don't know if that's for real. But I would like to just know, you know. But I guess if she's on somebody's payroll, she ain't gonna be telling anybody what the heck she's doing or why she's doing it, you know. It's just such intrigues, you know. Maybe that's what the problem is I'm so dumb. You gotta pay Molly to get info. Well, evidently not if you piss her off. I mean, but she probably wouldn't give you info, but you can get her attention without giving her money. Because she gets a little crazy. She cannot be monetized, so if you have had strikes and taken down, then she has to come back on others' channels, and this was started Nonsense. That's delicious. Do you know anything about that Erica girl that everybody's talking about now? Because this Erica girl seems to say she's got all manner of receipts, but then there's other people that say Erica's crazy and that she starts trouble. And then there's some people that say that she doesn't start trouble, that, what are you doing? That she's telling the truth and these people keep coming at her. And eyeliner is the hardest. When you get older, remember I told you. Because you know your vision is weird in one eye and not the other. Erica is a sock for someone, I think KJ. No, I was on with Flava because my channel got struck. In the first part of November, my channel got struck. It got taken completely down, and I couldn't even go on YouTube to even watch videos. Like, I was completely booted, banned out of there. So what I did was I messaged YouTube, and I asked him about it. Plus, I also sent a message to Aaron and said, you know, what's the deal? And Aaron said that, like, 5 or 6 people that day had messaged her, and about 25 of her subscribers were gone that day. So somebody hit us hard. And so Flava had asked, did that happen to anybody? And I happened to be in her channel listening, and because I listened to her on Nonsense the day before, and I went, yeah, you know, this happened to me. And I went on and I told my story, and then we just kind of got to talking about Nonsense and how she just never really says anything. I'm going to show you all these things. I have 99, if people saw 99% of what I have as evidence of what's going on, everybody would be so shocked, but then she never shows you anything. Did you hear about Creepshow? She had the sock army attacking herself. I heard about Creepshow, but only just like a little tiny bit. I don't know the whole story behind that. But the thing I was going to say was Erica was on with me, and it did not sound like it was Katie. The voice was different. It didn't sound like a voice changer to me. I'm quiet because I'm trying to put this wing on. You got struck? Kind of sucks, right? But they gave it back to me and said that they were wrong. So I don't know. I mean, it was a bunch of us all on the same day that our channels got taken down. I was bummed, man, because I had just gotten to 60 subscribers. That was one of my milestones. And I'm like, oh shit, are you serious? Like, they're taking me down now? I got some new mascara and I'm loving it, guys. I'm gonna show you. I'm out though. I ended up with seizures. Son, my caretaker, blocked Nonsense and put channel blockers on my YouTube to protect me. Only gonna do, yeah, I could see where it could get a little dicey, you know. I can totally get that. So anyway, I just bought this CoverGirl Fibers mascara. If you have really fine, because as you get older, your eyelashes get fine, you know. I still have a lot of lashes, you just can't see them. And I don't always want to throw falsies on because it's kind of a pain in the butt, especially when you're only going to be out for a few hours. I put this stuff on in the car when I got out of the pharmacy today, and I was like, yo, this is some good stuff. So I'm going to put that on after my eyes dry. I think I got my eyeliner pretty good. Oh yeah, dude. How long have you been a survivor? Thank God it's never happened to me. I had diabetes and some kidney problems from the diabetes, but I dropped a buttload of weight and have kept it off for the majority of it anyway for 7 years and haven't had to take any meds at all, and I'll be 61 in 2 weeks. So I feel really proud of myself for that. But wait, I don't know if you'll be able to see. I need a better camera. If I get to 100 subscribers, I will get a camera. But until then, you're going to have to do my janky-ass microphone through my my headset and this camera that I got going on right here, because I ain't spending the money. I'm tight. I'm a tight girl. I learned how to put mascara on from a drag queen. Ain't no lie. You start at the root of your lashes and then you just kind of like wiggle and pull it up. And this stuff right here just really fills them out nice. I'm like totally enamored with it. I mean, it was in the car. I was like, what the heck, man? This is good stuff. They had this fiber mascara back in the day when I was young, but I don't remember it being this good. But that don't mean anything because I might not remember that. And like I said, I don't always want to throw on falsies because like I said, if you're just going to go out for a few hours, kind of a pain to do that. But what I did with this stuff was I put on 2 coats, and then the second coat I put it on the back side, not just how you're supposed to apply it. Got breast and thyroid in the same year, 7 surgeries later. I got tits. Happy about that? Yes, girl. The Logitech Bri 500. Is that a camera? $129. That sounds good. Yeah, magnetics are a game. Look at that. Magnetics are a game changer. That's the ones I use. Honestly, to get the glue-on ones, I never did that well. I still have to trim up the magnetic ones because my eyes are small. So I cut them so they fit better. But this stuff right here, I am just so wowed by it because it really magnifies it, makes them much fuller. And I really do remember there was some back in the day. I think like in the 90s. It might have been, yeah, I don't think we had it in the 80s. And then in the 70s, you just had the Maybelline pink with the green lid. Which, if you're young and you got a lot of eyelashes, that shit is good. It's cheap and it's good. The older you get, your products have to get more expensive. I got eyelash grower from Derm last week. She says I will have some soon. Yeah, you know, I've seen some of that too. What's that stuff? I mean, they have Latisse. I think that's just like Rogaine, right? I mean, we should get dinner sometime. I love Red Land's Grill on Dale Mabry. Oh, you live here in Tampa? Yeah, dude. Hit me up. I'll put my Facebook, well, I'll put my email in the chat. And you can email me. Just make sure you reference how I know you. Is that where you live? You live in Tampa? Right on. I live in Pasco County. Hold up. I'll put my email in the chat. Hit me up. I'm going camping this week. Never heard of it, but I'm down for a new restaurant. I'm gonna look it up. Why is it when you do shit with your eyes, you just gotta shut up? I need to learn how to edit. Do you know about any good editing software? I don't know how to edit videos for nothing, and I would rather do them and throw them up there edited than go live all the time because that's the only thing I know how to do. I mean, I have done videos with just my camera off my laptop and thrown them up there, but I would like to do the other ones. Wiregrass Mall. Can you believe I've never stepped foot in that mall? Not once. I remember when they were building it. I was driving out there all the time. I think I had a couple of listings. That was probably when I had the listings. It was during the foreclosures of 2008. Yeah, I know it's crazy, right? My kid's gone a million times, tells me I should go all the time. I can't even remember the last time I was in a mall. We used to have a decent one in Pasco, but, well, West Pasco was Gulfview, and I believe our county commissioners are trying to get most of the worker bees out of Pasco. They would like to take all that property in Port Richey and turn it into something else. I don't know if you're familiar with that area, but there's like Hooters and Gildog and all that stuff on the water back there. It runs all the way up to like where the old Gulfview Mall used to be. And they have successfully gotten rid of some things that were there, but they've been trying. I think that's what the whole idea of trying to. So let me think about this. Okay, so there was a little mobile park that was, for people that were income deficit, like they had no money. And there was a little mobile park there, and they got that taken down. And they would really like to get some of the stuff over there. They call it the Water Overlay District. And they have tried to even get some of the restaurants and bars that are over there shut down. I think they would like to turn all that into like luxury condos. Behind the Gulfview Mall, they put up what they call luxury apartments. Nobody can really afford them except super rich people. I keep asking who's supposed to serve the lattes if these people have nowhere to live. With the Gulfview Mall, oh yeah, I mean it's still there, but it's not anything spectacular anymore. It's really sad, honestly. It was thriving when we first came here. I've been here since 1980. I think that's as good as it's going to get, kids. My boyfriend calls this my shellac. Don't want your makeup to come off, that's what you do. Yeah, so anyway, I think they're trying to get that area where Gildogs and Hooters and all these other little restaurants are, and this couple little bars, and try to get rid of it so that they can put condos there. I don't know, but it just seems like they're out to shut down that area. It's very sad, I mean, the landscape is much different than it was in 1980 when I got here. But anyway, I got to get ready to go. I really appreciate you, LJ, for popping in and talking to me while I put my makeup on. And again, if anybody sees this that knows nonsense or nonsense sees it and answers, I have questions. Just tell me what's going on. Thanks for popping in. I got to go. Have a good day.